Welcome into Studio A. I'm Maria Trivelpiece. This past weekend, the South Florida men's 4x400 relay team won the national championship, and I'm joined by one of the members of that team, Gabriel Montora. Gabriel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
We're very excited that you are here, and I'm sure that you were pretty excited this past weekend. And so you ran the last leg of that race. So I want you to just walk me through what it was like for you when you crossed that finish line.
When I crossed that finish line, I was just very happy. It was kind of an emotional roller coaster kind of day. So once I crossed that finish line, I knew that we had won. I was definitely very excited. There was a lot of emotions going through. I'm not gonna lie.
When you watch the video back, there were certainly a lot of emotions. And one thing that I noticed too was that your teammate tackled you. So do you even remember that, or is there so many things happening? And can you just tell me what that was like?
Yeah, I remember that vividly. I'm like, I'm gonna see this 1,000 times over and over again. Man, at the time, I was kind of a little frustrated because I wanted to get up and like celebrate and like just have me on the floor. So I just got up, we celebrated, and the whole time he was just like apologizing. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I was like, I know, very good. Like, it's okay.
The emotions were getting to him as well. And you talked about the emotional roller coaster. Can you just walk me through what it was like just from the start of that race until the end, and maybe even what the season had been like to get you to that final moment to win a national championship?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a journey that we started since last year. We had goals of showing up to this championship meet and walking away, with a title. And definitely before the race, it was a lot for me personally because I had just found out that I got disqualified in the open 400 after finishing second. So it was kind of like at that point, I was just more thinking about my teammates and, what do I have to do? Like, what do I have to do for my team in order for us to come back from this? And yeah, that it definitely gave me a lot of motivation, knowing that, my teammates were still counting on me and I still had to go out there and I had another chance.
How were you able to regroup after that disqualification?
It was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was tough. I just, like I said, I just went back. I just stopped thinking about myself and what I wanted, and I started thinking about my relay team. It took me a little bit, but once I got back in that mode, it's definitely added fuel to the fire, and I was ready.
What has it been like just working with these guys throughout the entire season? What do they mean to you?
Yeah, it's been great. Here we all hold each other accountable. We're a pretty tight group, and when you get everybody on the same page, it's amazing the things that you can do, and we're all on the same page. And I mean, I love every moment of it. It's great.
I think it was really cool when you're watching your leg in that race. You were trailing behind the Texas A&M runner for a little bit, and then you finally kicked it in at the end. Where did that extra push come from?
Oh yeah, I was kind of trying to be patient because I knew in the last 100 it was going to be a pretty fast race, and that's where the race was going to be. I thought I was in good position at that time, so I didn't really try to go and make a move too early or anything. And that last 100 was just all emotion. It was just letting everything go. Um, yep.
Emotion seems to be the key word, and you talked a lot about your team. You also set a program record for South Florida in that event in Eugene. And so, can you just talk to me a little bit about what it was like to even get to that level? I know we talked about winning a national championship and being with those guys, but then to also set a record for your school, how proud were you of that?
Yeah, I was really proud. It's a record that we've been trying to lower and lower, every year, and really just every time we run a 4x4. So I think we got it down to a pretty good time. Three flat is pretty good for 4x4. So I mean, I'm happy with it.
I think you should certainly be happy with it. It's a record, and you also won a national championship with it. And just one more question for you. Obviously, you get to represent South Florida on the biggest stage in college track and field. And so, what was it like just getting to represent them at the highest level and walking away with that victory?
It was a really good feeling, especially knowing where South Florida has came from. I got here last year, and I know like South Florida has been a program that's been on the rise. So to be a part of that rise and to contribute to that, it definitely was a great feeling. I definitely think we're trending in the right direction. And yeah, go Bulls.